Hey everyone, I'm Daniel with the chair once again from the Steamer Network, bringing a sort of a Soulstorm replay on the Valley of Khorne map. So it's not exactly a very good map actually, but I decided to play it on it anyway. The guy was hosting 1 vs 1 this map, so why not? Sort of like a different map. I think it's called Garden of Eden or just Eden or something like that. The problem is the enemy base, which is call him Znika, playing Space Marine here. He's incredibly close to your own base, so that'll be me Light Man 2009 playing as the Elder, just randomly spawns as them, and so yeah, they're incredibly close, so of course these sorts of, you can basically harass incredibly easy. I mean, sure, harassment is a viable strategy and all that, certainly not too cheap really, but the problem is though, this sort of map kind of focuses you to do that, because otherwise, you know, you're basically just focusing on just fending off, you know, enemy harassment, which means you're basically going to get screwed anyway. So basically what you'll be seeing is me delaying pretty much the inevitable after he did that massive amount of harassment, and yeah, he's going to pretty much decap that as well. Yeah, there we go. Oh god, single squad of Space Marines. I shouldn't even bothered really these bloody Guardians. I should have just waited for this Ranger squad to pop out and then just use them to snipe the Scout Marines. But oh well, what can you do? At the very least my Rangers are out there. Oh, Scout Marines. Oh, they even killed off my builders. I should have devoted a squad of Guardians. Or maybe I should just send these Rangers. I probably should just send them over to this base, because yeah, Znika knew the rush potential of this map, well, the rush requirement just about this map, so yeah, of course he's already built a heavy bolter turret in case if I decide to counterattack. He's also got a force command coming out, and let's see, I do have my Rangers coming out as well, but yeah, as you can see, they unfortunately don't manage to kill off the Scout Marines before they decap that point. So basically it means I've got 0 capped points, while my opponent has got quite a few capped points already. So he's got a couple, even building a listening post, 2 listening posts, wow. Amazing. So just have a look at the difference in resources. So this is the first 2 minutes into the game. So it's got 50 and 0. I've got 20 and 0. So really, that's a massive advantage for him to have. We should put these guys to bloody cap a point as well. But anyway, it looks like I'll just be sending them to try to counterattack Znika's commander. Znika deciding to send his guys straight for me. Hopefully I'll be getting, I should be getting a cloak for these guys sometime soon. But yeah, until that happens, that basically means Znika can just shoot at my guys. The thing is, at the very least, these Rangers, they don't do much damage to commander armor, but they still do, they still do quite a bit of morale damage, so managing to keep sniping at him and demoralize him. So, which is kind of funny really, because I mean, he's meant to be a fancy commander and all that. His commander armor stops their shots pretty nicely, and yet he can still get demoralized. What's amazing though is that they don't use their fancy sniper rifles to snipe his head or anything like that. They go for headshots. And there we go, there's the heavy bolter turret basically driving away my anti-snipers there, but instead I decided to go for these Scout Marines instead, and we'll actually manage to take them out. Nope. Managed to take one out, but the second one, nope, of course not. Now we'll just have a look at resources again. 74 and 10 for the opponent, it's 44 and 20 for me, so yeah, I'm still screwed when it comes to resources, and yeah, you'll see how that plays out later on. So Znika, yeah, coming up with yeah, it's pretty much got listening posts on all of them, while on all the strategic points. Well, yeah, I've barely got a couple going there. I don't have the relic captured. He already has his relic captured, so really, I do have, at the moment, I've got map control, well, I wouldn't really call it map control, but I do have more of the map covered than he does, including these guys at the front, to see, you know, when he first starts moving out. But the problem is, though, he's still got far more resources to spend than I do, and I'm pretty sure he actually reaches tier 2 before I do. No, maybe not. Well, in either case, he's going to get Skull Probe to Scouts in position. Guessing he's going to attach him. There we go. Attach him to the Scout Marine squad so they can spot my snipers. And yeah, the interesting thing about these Scout Marines, once they have sniper training research, they can get sniper rifles, which I think have a longer range than the default range on my Rangers. Although the Rangers themselves, they do get longer ranges and all that. Once I think once optics or superior optics is researched at the Soul Shrine. I can't remember which one it is. Or maybe they range scales with each weapons upgrade. I'm not entirely sure, but we should check that. But yeah, Scout Marines with sniper rifles, pretty deadly to say the least. Even, well, especially against guys like these, because these Rangers, in general, they do quite a bit of morale damage, but they don't actually do too much physical damage. So if all my opponents do, maybe he should have sent up his force commander to act as a tank though, and use the Scout Marines to do the actual damage against these rangers. And there we go, looks like he's going to do just that. Like as if you could hear me talking during the commentary, but which is impossible of course, given that I'm commentating the game that's already happened. But yeah, in any case, as you can see, my reply to this is building, or rather training Howling Banshees, further delaying my advancement into tier 2, while at the same time Znik is going to be building, or rather not building, is going to be going to tier 2 himself, and yeah, I don't have the Soul Shrine being built anyway. In fact, God knows where the hell my builders are actually. Oh well, and there we go, he's also using the Scout Marines against my Guardians and such. Yeah, Sniper Rifle is actually pretty good against Eldar in general, because the bulk of Eldar's troops are basically light troops and all that, which snipers are pretty good at, and yeah, with the addition of this heavy bolter turret, he can basically keep running his guys around, while my squad of heavy Howling Banshees try to actually do something there. Getting torn up basically by the heavy bolter turret, and these guys can just keep on shooting anyway, so he's doing a pretty good job, as you can see, in dancing his troops around, managing to snipe the crap out of my Howling Banshees. Very unfortunate indeed. Probably shouldn't have bothered really with these Ranger squads. As you can see, just getting sniped again. Look at that, just falling like flies, and they cost 40 requisition 5 power, I suppose. Could be worse, but still. And finally, me building a listening shrine or listening post on that relic point. Still not at tier 2 though, and as you can see, my opponent is going to be at tier 2 much sooner than I am, which means he's going to have yet another advantage there. So very unfortunate that I didn't play I didn't play this map quite as well as I could have, given its requirement for rushing. What can you do? Did manage to capture 1, 2, is this mine? Yes, that's mine. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's me. Did manage to capture the middle and the left critical location. Yeah, I did build mines here at some point as well, which I think these guys will be running into at some point. Yep, we'll be seeing good old Znika running in his force commander, so he's going to run forward, yes, no, maybe not. Huh. In any case, yeah, finally he built an armory as well, and actually it's a rather interesting thing as well about Scout Marines. You need an armory for them to build plasma guns and flamers, but in order for them to build the sniper rifles, or to equip themselves with sniper rifles, I suppose, all they need is a sniper training at the stronghold, and yeah, then they can basically use it. So anyway, speaking of which, he's got skull probe infiltration research, as well as bionics and plasma pistols being researched as well. Given the fact that he does have a few Scout Marines on the squad, and he's invested into them with sniper training, I reckon he would have been better off actually getting the infiltration research for just for his Scout Marines themselves. It would have costed a bit more. But the thing is, when you have a skull probe attached to them, it actually cloaks the skull probe as well, due to the way that detection and the cloaking is handled in this game. So there we go. Finally come up with a Farseer, which can at least there we go. Can at least weather the sniper rifle bullets there, and yeah, also getting a couple of other special abilities being used. They use Psychic Storm on his Scout Marines. I was hoping to actually kill a couple of members off, but it looks like I didn't actually do enough damage to them, so yeah, it's really probably could have done with more ranged troops myself, but yeah, instead I just decided to screw it and attach the, actually no, I would attach the Farseer to the Howling Banshee squad, but apparently not. I think I'll just be using it mostly as a tanking unit in that case. And yeah, while we have a temporary lull in the combat, let's just have a look at the good old resource discrepancy between us. So we get 116 for my opponent, 50 power as well, and oh, okay, it's actually equalised now. But the problem is though, he's got more power than me, and he's also got many more troops out on the field as well. He had a massive head start, and to top it all off, I'm not even at tier 2 yet. So he's got tier 2 troops as well as some tier 1 troops as well, various upgrades, engaging my paltry forces here, so very unfortunate there. At the very least, I'm making use of the Farseer's ability, I suppose, using the guide ability. Yes, the guide ability on the Howling Banshees, although I probably should have also used Fleet of Foot once the commander was fleeing, but yeah, as you can see, taking some massive amounts of damage there. Scout Marines, okay, there we go, looks like Sneaker did, there we go, he just researched Scout Infiltration Research. So he did waste some resources on researching the infiltration for the skull probes, so I don't know if he's actually aware of how that actually works, but so yeah, in either case, he was well aware enough to to bloody harass me like that at the beginning of the game, and yeah, I should have suspected that. I mean, I played on this map before, but still a bit rusty at this game. I haven't really played it in a while. I haven't played on this map, especially in a while, so I wasn't quite aware of, or at least I haven't really considered possibility of such quick harassments there being so effective. But there you go. And yeah, my fast here basically getting clobbered as well. Grey Knights entering into melee against these Howling Banshees, and yeah, Howling Banshees basically falling like cardboard figurines basically to Znikar's forces there, so not much really for me to do there. I'm finally at tier 2, but yeah, as you can see, it's not going to make much difference. I've got next to no troops, single squad of Rangers and Howling Banshees, and he's got this massive squad of Space Marines. Don't know actually why he bothered to fully reinforce them, but anyway. Upgrading him with heavy bolters and plasma guns, a rather interesting combination to say the least. Oh, there we go, I also made a minefield there to slow them down, but the problem is I don't really have much to back it up. I'll be making a support portal, but it's not really going to make too much difference there, to say the least. But at least my listening shrines at the front have been upgraded, thank God, so that at least will help support them a bit. And wow, those Grey Knights are pretty powerful. They actually do very good throwback. Throwback. I don't know actually. That's really the correct term to use. They do pretty good disruption against enemy troops, making them fall back like that, making the Howling Banshees throw back like that. But of course they're also supported by crap loads of Scout Marines and Space Marines as well. I'm surprised he actually didn't go with any anti-vehicle stuff, so that's actually going to let me have at least a shot at driving his forces back. But the problem is, yeah, now he's going with anti-vehicle troops in the back as well, so you normally would want to combine the two. Weapons, missile launchers and heavy bolters, or possibly missile launchers and plasma guns into one squad, so that you can't have the opponent just disable. You don't want your opponent to just be able to disable your anti-vehicle or your anti-infantry ability just by, say, jumping a single squad, an assault, well, using melee troops against a particular squad in question that has those special weapons. But what the hell? I mean, it's not going to make much difference anyway. And yeah, there you go, I've got my first Wraith Lord out. Not really going to make too much difference. Actually, what might have happened though, if I use these Rangers on these Space Marines... Where are they actually? Ah, there we go. If I use them on this particular Space Marine squad, which had the missile launchers, if I could keep them broken, then at the very least this Wraith Lord would be able to do quite a bit of damage. Problem is though, we do still have the Skull Probe to worry about. That's also infiltrated, which means, yeah, they'll be able to detect my Rangers. And, yeah, basically exterminate them within several sniper shots there. So, wow, bloody ridiculous indeed. Have my fast seer out, and, yeah, just using, disruption ability there. I think I've, at this time, also researched Eldritch Storm, but the problem is, though, I think I used it at the wrong, I definitely used it at the wrong moment here. My opponent really had his troops spread out, although... Actually, I did do quite a bit of disruption, but the thing is, it does disruption in a larger radius than it does damage. So even though it looked like it managed to disrupt a large area, which it did, and the problem is it wouldn't have done that same amount of damage over the same area. So, oh well, what can you do? Can you do indeed? So yeah, I'm managing to delay my opponent here, but as you can see, I don't really have too much to be able to keep holding him back. My opponent's actually, I'm starting to float some resources, especially power. Probably should have gone with a vehicle plant of his own, but he seems to be sticking with infantry instead. He's actually at tier 3 already, even getting word of the Emperor research as well. So wow, that's how far along he's progressed, and I'm still at tier 2, I'm pretty sure. But this Wraith Lord has come back into the fray, and yeah, I managed to set him on these Space Marines. The problem is that there's just crap loads of things still shooting at him, and yeah, Wraith Lords aren't exactly very sturdy. So what can you do? At the very least, yeah, I think maybe I did manage to use Harlequins somewhat effectively, at least to do a bit of damage. But yeah, just not really being able to do the amount of damage I need to do. I have a Falcon Grav Tank. Oh, okay, just to do some range damage with the Star Cannon. But yeah, the problem is that he's got these bloody missile launchers in the back, all the way in the back actually, god damn. So probably what I should have done actually is probably should have put in some Howling Banshee squads in this Falcon Grav Tank, or maybe in a second Falcon Grav Tank. And jumped that Falcon Grav Tank here, got him out, and yeah, got him to harass these troops while getting another Falcon Grav Tank to fire at these troops from long range. But nope, I didn't do that, and there's the word of the Emperor ability being used as well. I'm surprised actually that what's his name again? Zniker. I'm surprised he doesn't have a chaplain out. I mean, his troops are relatively well bunched up and all that, and yeah, given that he's going for heavy infantry, you usually want to get all three commanders out as the Space Marines. But what the hell, I mean, he's doing alright. He's got the orbital command out, and yeah, you can see he's using the orbital bombardment ability on me, and yeah, me just quipping that harassment at the start sake. Not bad. Of course, no way to 100% tell what would have happened if I managed to counter his harassment, or if I harassed myself, but what the hell. That'd be another game altogether, eh? I need to, yeah, I need to really force any conjecture about what would have happened into this play, to say it least. But anyway, so yes, that's that game for this, yeah, that's that game indeed. Until next time, I suppose, this has been Dame Duduich signing off.